There's something special about this place, where tradition runs as deep as the woods themselves. It's not just about the hunt. It's the stories told around the fire, the laughter that echoes through these hills, and the bonds built season after season. Here at deer camp, the trophy isn't always antlers. It's the memories we take home. Whether we fill a tag or not, this is where we belong. Welcome to Pennsylvania. Welcome to camp.
November 29th, we are headed up to camp. I am headed up to camp. I'm going to meet my dad and my grandfather up there at our camp. Last year I was only up for one day. This year I will be up for Saturday and Sunday, coming home Sunday night, and then hunting Monday at the piece near me. And it'll be a good time. I have a pre-hung stand up there that I did I hung that in September, 2 weeks before the season started. I hung that up there at a very odd spot, to be honest with you. It's kind of a saddle, but I'll run through that on Saturday morning when I get into the stand. But we have about an hour and 40-minute drive up here. I'm going to be stopping at one spot to actually pull two cameras that I've had out since probably July timeframe. One was a scrape and then one was a trail. I'm going to pull them and get up there and have some beers. There's a bear.
What's up?
There's a bear.
Ugh.
August 1st. Walking away from my camera.
Yeah, it's hard to tell how big.
He's rubbing. There he is.
Yeah.
I'd say 200 pounds.
Maybe. Decent bear. Now, where is that? Just up the hill from here?
Yeah.
Is that just like right up here?
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah.
That's a bobcat. That's a big bobcat.
Looks like he's ready to mountain
You
lion.
see its eyes.
That's a big bobcat.
Yeah, I guess
Real
it
big
is.
bobcat.
Carrying a mountain.
No, it's a bob.
Another bear.
Wow.
3 days later. Oh, that's a big
Look at
bear.
that bear there.
That's a big
Compared to
bear.
the other one,
That's
Boy,
a big bear.
He's a big one.
Woo!
compared to that, too bad you couldn't click that other picture and see.
So here I'll do.
That's a big freaking bear.
And look at the
Look
size.
at that.
Look at the size there.
Gee whiz.
That's almost
I mean, they're the same.
It's the same spot.
And that's probably a
He's
200-pound bear.
He's a. Holy
That's a 200
crap,
pound. That's at
a
least
freaking
500.
big bear.
It's 500 right there. Right here in front, right here, like is where the scrape is.
Oh, okay.
But I don't. Oh my gosh, Dad!
What?
Look at that bear.
Wow.
There's a buck. There he
Yeah.
is.
I don't know how many points he has. You can't tell.
I'd say at least 3 on this side.
Look at
Yeah, he's out past his ears. Oh yeah, he's a good one.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, look how it goes up around there.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you can see.
Yeah, he's legal.
Buck. Another buck.
Yeah.
It might be the same one. That's at least an 8. Oh, that's a bigger one.
Are you sure? Ain't
Yeah,
the
that's a
same
bigger
one?
one. Yep.
There's some nice buck up here again.
It might be the same one. I don't know.
Yeah, it's curved. It looks like the same one. At a different time.
Yeah, it's like the
What
same.
was that?
Oh, there he is. That's a different one there. That's a higher rack. Oh yeah.
Well, he is. Yeah, he had
That's a
boy,
body
he's
size
legal.
too. Oh my goodness. Look
Yeah,
at the body on that one.
He's legal. He's at least an 8 or 10.
He's a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
I got to see the other side, but he has 5 on one. Oh my gosh! Look, he's
Look at
count.
that.
Look at the. Look
He's
at the rack
more
on
than a
him.
10. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well,
Look at that.
About a 12.
Good luck, Dad.
big ear.
Good luck. Good luck, Grandpa.
Yep.
Shoot straight.
There's your one.
I don't need that. I don't need it. Nope. I got my phone.
Alrighty.
I think I got everything. All right.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll try and get a big
Whatever.
one. Yep.
See ya.
Alright guys, so we are in the tree, opening day at Rifle. A lot more cars on this road than I was expecting, but no one came up into this spot. They all drove past me going deep, and I know where they're going. So I'm thinking they're going to be pushing them towards me or up to this field right here. It was thick in here, but now it's not as thick. But I'm going to shut this off because I don't know where 6:49. 3 shots already rang out over in that direction over there. Way down it. This way. It's very steep on this side. So I kind of want to walk this hole, this ridge right out right here. I just take my time walking out and then walk back in the evening. And I find a spot that's good for tomorrow. I have my stand with me so I can bring that in here. But it's very cold. Very cold. Literally just had a guy. 6 times right below me. I think it was the same guy who shot back up in here. He just making a loop down and around. Sounds like he has a terrible shot. It was literally right over the knob. Not that he might be over yet, but I think he was walking this way. Got something down over there, but could be a little bit more better. Keep moving.
It's alright. Where are you guys headed? You just walking?
We're gonna walk a little bit out here, then there was 3 other guys that were gonna push out this way a little bit.
Okay.
It's almost too cold to sit too long.
What?
It's almost too cold to sit too long.
Yeah?
So they were gonna see if they can push anything out.
Okay. What'd they get?
My older brother got a spiky, but he wasn't supposed to shoot a spiky.
Yeah. Is that what that was?
That what?
That one there.
Over. I mean, there's people over here.
Yeah.
Well, one guy, no, they're further back, but one guy back here got a small 6-point, and then
Okay.
my other brother shot an illegal one too.
Oh, really? Wow.
He shot a 4-point, and I guess he thought it was bigger.
Huh.
And my other brother shot a spiky that he thought it was a dove. He didn't see the spikes.
Yeah. Huh.
So I guess they have to go turn those in.
Yeah. They should.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. Good luck.
Good luck.
See any deer?
Nothing yet. So those guys there were Mennonite, and they always put on drives up here apparently. That's what my dad said last year too. So they come by, first of all it pissed me off because they walked straight to me. It's like you could have walked around me, anything like that, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, those guys are dragging a deer already, so kind of ruined it for a little bit anyway. But they got to talking to me a little bit, asking like if I saw anything. I said no, and they said that I said if they saw anything. They said they didn't, but their brother shot a spike, another spike, and then a 4-point. That's 3 legal deer that they can't shoot. And they said, well, I guess they gotta turn them in. It's like, yeah, they should, because that
know what you're fucking shooting. Like, people, Mennonites do that all the time. Mennonite and Amish, they literally just slaughter everything and have someone just tag it, just to tag it. Like, it's just so annoying. But they said there's the other guy that I put in drive coming through here. So my thought is, I'll break this out right here. They might come over the top here. If they do push them, or they might go to the bottom right there. But I'll sit it out now until I know they walk past. And then I might actually walk out there and make a big loop. And just pretty much act like I'm just following their drive, kinda. Because something might jump back to me. But man, it's cold. My pillion kinda got derailed because of that, but that's hunting. But putting on drives, I don't think is hunting. That gives the deer an unfair advantage, just like everyone wants to preach about, fair chase. Deer drives, that big of deer drives and just slaughtering everything you see is not fair chase. That's my opinion. So here's the deal. I don't like being around all these drives. I feel like it's very unsafe for me. So, because this guy is set up literally right here, looking at his bowl, it's a guy that just walked right along right here. I don't know if it was part of their drive or what, but I just don't want to be in the middle of all these drives right now. Like, there's so many drives going on right now. I'd rather just drive around and find a spot where there's no cars and go from there for the evening. It's 11:14 right now. If I get down, maybe I'll go back to the truck, I could possibly see where all these trucks are parked and just kind of do that, because this is just ridiculous right now. See which gates have gates on them and go from there. I think that's going to be my best bet. So like I said, I got down here. There's a faint little trail. I'm following this out. Pretty much walking this the whole way back to my truck. Hoping to get back to my truck by 1:30. And that way I can go around and kind of drive and see where all the pressure is. Because they're putting so many drives on back in here, it's not even worth it. This trail, I found some scrapes back in there. Now it looks like you can tell there's still tracks going here. So it goes right out through here. So I'm going to keep following it. Take as much time as possible, but go out here and be soft. The leaves are wet on this side. I think they bed right down to there. An old signpost rubber here. Signpost rubber on this trail. Going out there. Years of an old ladder stand right there. Must have been a pretty good spot of the trail that comes right down here. Trail that goes that way. And the trail goes down this way and also crosses right in here too. And there's a scrape right back in there. Scrape right there. Looks like it could have been better right here. This would be a good spot for a camera. Especially right here. I'm going to keep looping right here. There's a scrape right there. And with a trail going that way too. Actually, there's just a scrape right there. Coming through here. Go right to my camera right there. This trail looks like it goes straight down to here. So what I might do, I might go down here, then walk this edge down. Oh, there's a nice size scrape there. I'm thinking I might walk this point down here and up to my truck. Because I feel like everything that I've seen, everyone's been pushing the tops out. I kind of want to do the opposite. It's a real good rub right there. It's a real good one. Made another adjustment last year. I had a couple cameras back in the corner over here. is a valley. Had a lot of big buck on camera and bear, and a few doe on top of the mountain. But after doing some e-scouting, there was a shelter wood cut a couple miles away from that it looked like every deer was coming around the mountain and going to this. So I left the spot I was at because I didn't like that they were allowing people to drive back that road. It made access way too easy for everyone to get back there. So got out of there, and I did something different than I normally do. I went and drove around and checked where people were parking, and then I'm accessing the spot that's less pressured. And right now, this has a big parking lot. There was not a single car there, so I'm kind of hoping that there was cars on the other side of the mountain. So I'm kind of hoping that helps a little bit. But I was kind of waiting here. Found some good feeding sign, old feeding sign. I'd say like a couple days old. But then I got up here where the main trail, lots of deer droppings, and it's not frozen like the other ones I found. So made my way. There's a good rub too on that trail. So I found a way. I can see kind of down in here. I might adjust here a little bit again, but I can kind of see down there. There's a tree right here that actually might put us in that I can see better down in there. There's a mountain. There's a mountain behind me that I can see on both sides, and they can cross right here. And the shelter woods right here in front of me. So, and actually, I think this is a bedding area. What I'm looking at here, but only brought the necessities in with me today. I might actually end up doing this tomorrow. As early, just getting out, checking where all the pressure's at, and going around and walking in there, maybe with a stand on my back. Because you start driving right here, it seems like around like 8, like first light kind of. Everyone gets set up like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So they start doing drives. So if I can see where they're parking, or where people are going in, where they're parking and pushing, I might set up on the other side of the mountain. But we'll see what the night holds. It's like probably almost 4. So I have about an hour 10 minutes left. But I'm going to try and get out of here by taking this out, down and looping around, taking the main trail out. But we'll see. I'll try and get as much as I can with the GoPro.
Hey,
Well, where is it?
still running.
How many did you get?
Nothing.
I got my lemon
Did you?
on my head.
On your head.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, jeez.
I see them, but they're all on my head.
Did you actually see any or not?
Huh?
Did you?
He's
Oh, yeah.
buck, I see a buck.
You saw a buck.
I seen 8 deer.
What was the buck?
Huh?
What was the buck?
About 100 yards away from me.
But what was it? Could you see it?
Yeah, that's why he moved his head. He was out on the little pine tree, you know what I mean? I seen the deer going like this, put his head up that.
Yeah.
His head up, and I seen the white on top of his.
Was he big?
A big deer, yeah.
What was his? Could you tell what he was?
No,
You
I
couldn't tell.
how many fights.
Yeah.
But he had. it was
We're all
white.
8 pretty far away from you.
Yeah, about 100 yards.
I mean, it could have been this. I seen one at 2.
What was it?
A buck. I couldn't
buck?
tell how big.
Oh, really?
It was a big deer.
Yeah.
The way that if the sun would have been up, I would have never seen it.
Yeah.
Like with the way the sun was
Right.
shining.
Oh, going down?
But when the sun went behind the clouds, and I could kind of look into the pines a little bit,
Yeah.
and there's a little peak in the ground about 150 yards out.
Yeah.
He must just came up that rise and just dropped real quick, and I just
Oh,
seen
really?
him for that split second. But pine trees, I was hoping he'd keep coming that way, and
Yeah.
he was sort of angling. Like when I seen him, if he would have kept going on an angle, he would have ended up down at that. If it's a long shot, you
Right.
know what I mean? I don't know how it's probably 600, 700, 800 yards difference between where
Yeah.
you see him and where I see him.
tree in the middle here. There's just a really nice scrape right there with multiple looking branches. I'm just like, why is there no camera here? Because there has to be a camera here with how this is set up. So there's a rub out there. I definitely want to get up another bench here. Those turkeys are going uphill, so I'm going to try to follow the turkeys and go out. Because I think once the thermal starts rising, that's when they try and catch this. But that's a really good scrape. There's feeding right here. Too big to be turkey scratching. The scrape was right back there. Working our way up here. The wind now, and with all these people pushing on top, I think walking this out is going to be good. Because the wind's going to keep my thermals kind of down here. It's blowing this way. From the west to the east. So we're going. Those turkeys are straight ahead of me right now. I don't know if you can hear them or not. Right in this valley right here. There's a tree I want to get to right here. Down a little bit. Have a drink of water. Now you look down in here, it looks like a decent area to kind of look at. All the fingers coming down. The turkeys were scratching right over here. Oh, there's a good rub behind me that I just saw. It's like all rub right here. Kind of going back and forth right here. I don't know if that'll be a good spot for rifle, but I think for archery it could be a good spot. I'm gonna sit here for a little bit and have the camera on the tripod and gonna see what happens. There's a spike down there. Alright, so I'm walking over here trying to see what this deer was eating. To right there. There's another one down there. This one gives me a shot. I'm taking another one. I have 3 doe tags for up here. Because there's 2 more walking down there. Right there. Meat in the freezer, baby. Meat in the freezer. Let's go. 2 doe down. Between that stand and this stand, I was just standing there. I saw the backs of a deer. Walked down there. I was like, shit. Don't know what it was. So I saw another one and another one. I was like, oh crap, okay. So then I quickly went and got up in the old stand, trying to see which one was the biggest one. I just couldn't tell, like, just hard to tell. And so we got up in that stand, I kept seeing, I was like, crap, I don't know where they went. And then eventually I was able to pick out a big one that I wanted to shoot. I couldn't see her. And then I had this other doe just coming up right here, and she because she was gonna blow. So as they say, when she blows, she goes. So she's coming up at an angle here, and she just gave me a shot, and I took it like it was maybe a 40-yard shot. She dropped right on the spot. So I mean that's good. Not being able to recover that buck after I hit it, pretty good shot on. Kind of sucks, but yeah, I'm glad I was able to go up here and put something in the freezer. I think I'm gonna stay tonight now, and then head home in the morning so I can butcher these all up tonight. Watch some football with my dad and my grandfather, and have some good food and go home. Oh yeah, she's a big one. She's a real big one right there. She's a good one. Too cute. She's a good one right there. Let's see.
This is the first deer camp that we're able to get deer down up at our new cabin, and glad I was able to come up here with my dad and my grandfather, and we were able to get something down.
Yep.
Could have got 3 down, 140,
Coulda.
but you know,
Yeah, that's alright.
I did have 3 doe tags.
Getting these
up here.
back and hung
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I picked the biggest ones out that I could. This one's definitely the biggest one. This one, this
Yeah,
head
looks like
wise.
it in the face.
Yeah, got the old nanny doe that was gonna blow, so
Yep.
had to put her down before she blew. But get her back to camp and hang her up and watch football.
The work
and
begins.
The work begins, and now hopefully I can go out and drive some of you and Dad Paul. Walk around and
You got enough work back there with these?
yeah. The work's never done though, right?
No.
I don't have to wake up early though tomorrow, so
Yeah.
it's a good thing. But get these back to camp and work begins.
Pretty good size, huh?
Shot the big ones.
Huh?
Shot the big ones.
Wow.
Then, so I dropped her, and then this one here, she was like at 110 yards. Like she was just, after I shot her, I saw the other ones like they ran around a little bit, but then they just stood there. They stayed still, and then this one here, like she started like, kind of like walking around a little bit, and then she gave me a hard quartering 2 shot,
What time did you get them?
9:30.
9:30.
Yeah, I saw a big, not a big buck, just a little spiky. I was like, right here, I was watching him for 15 minutes, and then I started making my way down, and then saw these. I was actually in an old ladder stand.
Huh?
Like I was in an really old ladder stand.
Oh,
Because
you
like
were?
they were like over the hill a little bit, and I saw like the back of one of them, and I was like, I didn't know what it was. And then I saw more keep coming out, and they kept coming out. I was like,
Gee
I
whiz.
can't get them in the crosshairs.
Were you up where you were yesterday?
No, I was way up here.
Up here?
Yeah, I was literally directly 700 yards behind camp here.
Oh, okay.
I made my way from over there. I made my way in the whole way around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I saw all the deer behind camp here.
Huh.
And then, yeah, and so, then they gave me, and I picked out, well, originally, the one that was down low, I was trying to get her in the scope, and then I like looked to my left, and then she was like right there, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, so then and she looked big, so I was like, well, I'm gonna shoot you. I got the deer cut up, butchered up. My dad and grandfather went out hunting for the evening. They left around like 2 o'clock, but eagles and ravens are on. I think this is like one of the coolest things about deer camp. Usually, once I have light here, usually we didn't really have football. I think 1 or 2 years we had football up in Clinton County, but having this on right now is awesome to do. I was originally going to leave tonight to go home, but since I got those 2 deer, I'm in no hurry to go out again tomorrow, so I'm just going to leave in the morning and go home and spend the rest of the time with my wife and daughter, and probably get Christmas stuff decorated around the house, do all that kind of stuff. But for now, I'm going to be watching the Eagles game and drink some beer and some tenderloins on here. I'm going to be putting these some what we call the fish. I'm going to be making some of them up, and we're going to be having some turkey stuffing, all that kind of good stuff for dinner tonight. So I'm going to make that up, and when they get back, it'll be ready to eat. Go from there. Just butter, salt, and pepper.